boots on the ground, putting it down. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. I got something to tell you I don't think they want you to know, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. It's best-selling author Mickey D with The Scoop. I want to thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure, it's an honor to be on your electronic device. As you know, The Scoop is for your entertainment and your education. I'm not a stockbroker, I'm not a money manager, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm an author. I write books, I do deep research. I find companies like the one we're at right now, where I've talked to some of the people inside. They're doing massive hiring. They got it going on, my friends. They're gonna have in this city right now where I am in Las Vegas, not only are they opening up before the end of the year, and this is information for my subscribers only, at the end of the year, they're gonna have a spot in an area called Summerlin and a spot in Southern Highlands. These are two areas of Las Vegas that are kind of upscale. You know how they do it. We talked about, they were one of the original 40 companies. I'm talking about MedMen. But let me tell you, MedMen has come under a lot of fire, my friends, over the last, over the last year or so, and we'll talk about it in a second. My friends, I want to thank you for ordering the books, all the books. Promising Medical Marijuana and CBD Treatments is blowing up. The African Marijuana Gold Mine, people are finding out what's going on. Like Bruce Linton went over there, you know, Africa is what's happening. Largest indoor and outdoor marijuana farms in the world is blowing up. The books are blowing up. Thank you very, very much. I'll have some links for you at the bottom, my friends. But here at MedMen, let me tell you what's going on. MedMen today announced their preliminary fourth quarter 2019 system-wide revenue results and provided additional corporate updates. My friends, we've been on MedMen now for a while. I mean, you can look at some of the, I've browbeat MedMen from Venice Beach to Arizona to Florida. Well, just take a look at some of the videos, my friends. Take a look at some of the videos. I'll have a couple of them up for you. You can take a look. But one thing that we've gotten on MedMen about is their spending. MedMen's general administration costs have just been off the chain. These guys have been spending money like drunken sailors. Well, those days are over, my friends. Those days at MedMen are over. Performer fourth quarter statewide, system-wide revenue, including pending acquisitions of, we're talking about US dollars, we're talking about $61 million. Now, representing an annualized run rate of approximately US $245 million. Wouldn't that be nice, huh? Company is now on track to achieve an approximately 30% overall reduction in corporate SG&A from the December 2018 quarter, surpassing their initial target of 20%. So my friends, that's what we wanted from MedMen. We're talking 30% versus 20% and eliminating some of that general and administrative costs, my friends. Like I said, we saw the same thing in Phoenix. We saw the same thing in Venice Beach in California, where they have all these stores. California, my friends, has to be one of the toughest areas to really operate in, because they've got these rules, laws, you know, that favor not the, they favor, really, I was in California, I wouldn't be doing things illegally, but you got to consider that, man, because if you open up a shop and you make $400,000 in a month and they shut you down and you get fined $1,000, something's wrong with that picture, my friends. Something definitely is wrong. But MedMen, my friends, they have 92 retail locations across the US. 17 of those are in the great state of California. So as they kind of move closer to a more friendly, tax-friendly, business-friendly environment like Nevada, they will only do better, my friends. And like Florida, they will only do better when they're able to open up some of those shops and do some things. Now, this quarter they completed that $250 million financing with Gotham Green Partners. They finished that. They signed that 30 million equity. They've done some things, my friends. You can read about them. Quarter four was solid for MedMen, and of course Adam will be making some statements, and it was overall not a bust out quarter. Some will call it a bust out quarter for MedMen, but not really, my friends. But it was a good. It MedMen standards, you almost have to say it was a great quarter. It was a great quarter for MedMen. I'll give it up because they're getting ready to open up new. They're making some moves now where they're not going to be losing a lot of money. So as they do things more in Arizona, Illinois, Nevada, New York, as they do things, they're going to be a lot better off, my friends. They're going to be a lot better off. But I appreciate, as a shareholder, I appreciate where they're going. They are right now at where I said they would be bottoming out. If you count a few pennies here and there, I was wrong. A few pennies. You know, people get on me sometimes. Were you guys used to the 90s, the 2000s when I was on the penny? You know, no, my friends. Just kidding. But anyway, they reported good earnings, but the big thing is MedMen is cutting. They're reducing that corporate fat. They're reducing that corporate fat, my friends. That's the big thing that people need to get out of this earnings report. Sure, the numbers were good, things were good, but reducing that fat is a must. And MedMen is on it right now, my friends. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit subscribe. We're boots on the ground. Not only do we do physical and go in and talk to the people and find out what's going on with the company, that's how I was able to find out real quick, real fast of what's going on with this company. You just talk to a man. They've got managers now. They've kind of revamped themselves. They're more open to the public, where they were kind of close. Sure, you got to have your ID cards, you got to have your credentials and what have you to get in there, your driver's license, what have you, to get into these places. But my friends, they are making the right moves. Now, that said, you can look at the video. I'll show you the video here in a second. You'll look at it, and you'll see. You can go through their playlist. You can go through spots. You can go through their expansion that they're doing right now that I have to verify at Venice Beach. There, some expansions they're doing in Arizona that we have to verify. So in my verifiable world, where we do technical analysis, we do fundamental analysis, we also do physical analysis. You have to go there and you have to find out what's going on, and that's what we plan on doing. We may have some reports from my co-host, Miss Diana Prince, sooner rather than later. We hope to have some stuff from her one day, have some reports and stuff. But she's working with some of the other companies right now, working with some around, and she's busy with her academy right now. So we'll be getting a hold of her, though. You know, you guys don't, you know, there's some beauty out there. So we want to see her and her models, and we want to definitely take a look at that. Last time we saw her was the Mike Tyson thing at Planet 13. We haven't seen her since. So we do want to see her, Miss Diana Prince. My friends, skipping to another subject, my friends, I wanted to just touch on just something for a second here about money leaving other parts of the world. I'm talking about marijuana money. I'm talking about cannabis funding is what I'm talking about. Cannabis funding seems to be making its way to America. And I talked about this last year, you know, when I was asking the question, was big money, right, actually moving to America from coming south from Canada? And my answer is there. I'll give you my answer. You look at it on the video, my friends. But there seems to be a migration too, as I speak, of